You would go with most. Yeah, it's good. I mean, there's a reason to say why people are picking it.
Instant pick, yeah.
Yeah. When I see that CK. Well, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, game one of the best of three here between Thundra and Entity. Winner going forward towards the International.
We're gonna have lots of fun tips, of course, and some relations, of course, between some of these players in the past. Ramses, as well as no one, immediately tipping it off, and then the flurry of tips come out, of course. Pure Katomi, etc. Lots of players have played with each other, of course. I'm looking forward to this one. This should be cool. I'm looking forward to see if Watson's actually going to be able to have a good game or not. I definitely have some concerns for him. Let's see and let's hope if this Grimstroke can make it. They do have some busted heroes, right? They have some really, really strong ones overall in the patch. We've seen Enigma time and time again. Doom, it's been banned most of the time, so a good amount of times here. Then Pango as well too. So they've got good heroes. It's just, do they have good heroes versus a few of these counter picks that we've seen? You know, Void Spirit versus Pango, which works sometimes, not always. Pango's just a really good hero.
That seemed pretty crazy. A hero that I think once again is going to get hit by the nerf hammer. I'd imagine in the next patch.
Heroes.
How much they keep trying to hold him back, but you can't hold back this hero. Changes, doesn't matter. Players keep finding ways to just display how powerful this hero can be in the right situations.
Well, they buffed it.
But surely Valve thought they were nerfing him. Because why would they buff him?
Look at his dude. His talents are absurd.
But why would they intentionally buff him?
I don't know.
I guess they really like Pango. I mean, it's a cool hero. It is a cool hero.
It's true. It is very true. We'll have to see how he does, right? So lane, he'll maybe be a little bit behind, but overall in the game, we'll have to see how he does. Because as I was mentioning, there's quite a bit of things he has to be careful for his shield crash, the Aether Remnants to simulate dodges, lift, cogs, etc. But overall, I think a lot of these Pangos have been able to deal with it.
Early cog play there from Whitemon. A lot of damage down onto Kato, and DM. It feels like, this lane, I feel like they could get some kills down here, right, Thundra? This Bristle block lane.
Yeah. I mean, Clockwork plus anything is just... Yeah. Clockwork, it really just feels like one of the best heroes in the game at the moment. Just because you're so debilitating. You're causing them to play... You're not playing Dota. You're playing a mini-game in your laning phase. You're like, oh, I got a Fairy Mango. It's because I got because a Cog ate me. It's really different, so... I should have a pretty good time set up down here. There's 2 waves. No one's doing excellent.
Tower as well, getting a bit of harassment down onto Thompson.
I have to be honest with you, no one has been in top form. This is like the no one of the past. It's crazy to see for me, but you know, when no one was in his prime, it's been what, 6 years ago, right? Let's say something like that, when they were dominating every tournament, something like 5-6 years ago. And I'm still seeing him when he's playing versus some of these new, like 17-year-old players in the mid lane, and he's still bringing to them.
That's going to be first blood. Hudson and Fishman are able to take down Ninth Class.
That's done. Heroes really deal too well with the Eidolons early on, it seems like, especially not in the safe lane too. They have good double nukes, but this hero just, Eidolons don't care. Magic resist them on them. I'm just continuing to watch mid lane.
No, they're going to make a play here for Pure. Cogs are going to come out. Whitemon's able to hold back again just in time.
I'm distracted by mid because no one is. He's doubled up the wave. He's actually almost like tripled up the wave in a way versus Thompson. So he's really messing with the CS. You see 14-5. Thompson's able to get a couple more, but we're doing fantastic in this one.
So far, Ramsey's getting just as much as the CK really out of this one, despite losing his support in that early move that Entity were able to make against them. Ramsey's as good of an opening as you would expect here on the Underlord in this match.
Watson having a very good time though. Maybe Ramsey stepped up too far here.
I mean, they were thinking about going for Fishman themselves at the same time.
Oh, put the Eidolons on top of it. Oopsie. That was a pretty big mistake there. Just fed them away. 30-second cooldown now with some alleviation up top. Yeah, he literally just put them right. I guess he was trying to surround him or something, but.
Not a Firestorm. Yeah, easy CS for Ramses.
Yeah.
I mean, he won't. Yeah, Fishman, he won't be doing that again. That's for sure.
No. If he had them actually back further away, perhaps, but it's right on top of him. Night Class, though, steps up far.
Should have a good chance of getting him with the Malefist. They do, but Ramses, he may find Fishman in return, or not enough.
Now Ramses.
And they might get him as well. The stun's back up in for Watson. Fishman gets the Eidolons out. Fishman will die, but at the end of the day, NC will be fine with that. You know, if it's going to be Watson getting the solo XP on the CK as the carry, it's even better for him. So
Super
Watson,
worth it.
3 kills straight up already from this lane, just 4 minutes in.
Beautifully done, honestly. Power of the Enigma, too. It's just this, I mean, of course, the gravity well doesn't work on yourself, right? So, but he's actually just making Watson take no damage. Just 15% damage reduction is crazy in the safe lane. Watson farming freely. Mid, as we said, no one is doing amazing versus Thompson. We've seen this one go both ways, of course, in the matchup, but very nicely done.
Bottom lane. Despite getting very close to bringing down Pure earlier, outside of that, Pure's been farming perfectly fine.
Oh, the other, I was actually going to mention a quick thing is like, Clockwork, of course, super annoying hero, but now that I was thinking about it a little bit more in this laning, this might actually be one of the lanes that they don't mind as much with the clock, because they're just getting fed close, stick charges and kills, so they do have mana to use those.
Seems like they can keep their lives though, so good.
Tony.
Trying to chase him out.
Walked out.
He's stun coming out. EM being buffed up by Katomi Bandit. It's not going to hold back Pure long enough. Tomi's gone. Time of playing Ramses. There's a chance to step up there with 9 class having the catch, and they kill off Fishman once more.
Those two are going to run out of tips real quick. 9 class and Fishman. I know these two have some words with each other in pubs sometimes.
Oh, friendly words.
Yeah, we could say that.
Oh no.
They're vocal players. They can be a bit vocal. It's okay. 6-minute power runes being checked. No one is level 6 already. Hobson's not. Hobson's actually getting bullied quite a bit here in this lane. Nightmine will help out.
So you're going in for that. Simulate ready. Also maybe make a play around this. Got the 6 now, so a bit harder for them to catch him.
They're pressuring with Catapult. Hobson, he has to go get the rune, but this tower is going to take a ton of damage. They actually got the Eidolon splits as well in the creeps.
See that Radiant just fortified their structures.
They have to bring Rubik over. You have to do something to at least spam this wave out, because this tower could just
Radiant's middle
get below half HP if you don't start pulling aggro.
Default start clearing him out. At the same time, top lane Watson is getting solo kills.
Uh-oh, Ramses.
I told you the stats weren't looking good for Ramses Underlord. Maybe we're seeing that come into play here. Dying solo there to Watson CK.
All 4 of the kills so far in this game in a CK versus Underlord matchup. Of course, it's like later on, it's like, yeah, Underlord is still going to be good versus CK, but that's remarkable stuff in the laning phase already. Set up for success to have good item timings. This armlet's going to be so fast. Exchange as well, too, 1 for 1. Really nice stuff for Watson starting here. DM, of course, is suffering a bit in that bottom lane on the Doom. But, wow. Watson is going to have a pretty explosive mid-game, it feels like, even though he's versus perhaps some counter things. His armlet's going to be one of the fastest ones I think we see. Transpush armlet's going to be out pre-10 minutes.
Precious monk. Amazing what you'll find in Bangor.
3 heroes up in Thundra. Watson is on his own. Watson, he's looking to try and make a play.
Another solo play.
He's going to go for 9 class, but as I say, they have a lot of backup here, Thundra. 9 class getting away. The root from Ramses will come in, and with the 3 of them, they should get him. And Watson seeing if he can maybe catch on to 9 class. 9 class some of the dukes. I tell you what, Watson, he's also going to get a chance to duke this out a bit in the tree line. TPs are coming over. They've got the burst, they've got the cogs to trap him. They'll kill him off. 1, the kill onto 9 class in return. Yeah, anything else, he's going to try and go for the chase down onto White Money. He does have mana to play with the Magic Wand if he wants to go for it, but he won't. He'll settle for the 1 kill. They get the CK. They needed to do that. Takes quite a bit. Smart. Bringing the 3 heroes up there.
Yeah, very smart though, right? Need to be able to do that. Just slow down his momentum. So now that armor maybe does get slowed down a tiny bit. Good move. Playing around the Underlord. He still does have max 3 points in Firestorm, so see how much damage he can actually do versus the CK. He's not careful. Watson playing very aggressive.
In the mid, talking about aggressive here. Thompson is trying to dive the tier 1 for Katomi. Not going to get the damage to sort of finish him off, and now he has to back off with the Astral. The shield crash will get interrupted by the Cogs.
You can see that happening quite a bit. These shield crashes getting interrupted, from what we were saying earlier. All right, they slowed down the CK a little bit. Thundra, everything else looking pretty good. Game pretty even though across the board here after these lanes. No one being shut out. Levels are pretty decently distributed. I guess Thundra have a little bit of a level advantage here on the supports.
Rotation comes in here from Thompson. Easy takedown as they bring down the Doom. Same time in the mid, they're looking for 9 class. The 1. He's going to put the Rolling Thunder to make sure they secure this one. Bounce back off the wall. We'll have to dive the tier 2 a little bit. Of course, with the shield up. Take that damage whatsoever. So they get the kill. It's the rotation over.
Raymon's here.
Look at the hook shot. They're going to be bringing Ramses in as well. As the Fiendskate gets laid down. He's got the pit control onto no one. Into the Remnant. Pull back from Thompson. And Westbrook to the side from no one. He's really going to be able to get out of this. I mean, he's got shield crash back up in a few seconds. They're trying to chase, and there'll be another Firestorm coming out from Ramses. Shield crash. They're not going to be able to give him any sort of protection on his own, so they get the kill. Fishman, he tried to TP out, but 9 class. He's in just in time. Get him with the telekinesis. Thundra will take out the 2 of them. They get 3 of them. And they're chasing down for Watson. I mean, Watson, his own. Can he do anything? The Cogs pushing him back, taking out his mana. He's got no further mana to play with.
Literally hit by 1 pod in the CK, and you're pretty much ooh. Oh wow! So they actually it actually happened. Like so, the shield crashed behind the tower. It got caught by the Aether Remnant. I think he actually gets away. If it's like behind the tower, he gets the 3-man shield crash. It's like a 700 barrier, but it gets hit by the Aether Remnant. He doesn't get the shield. They end up chasing him out. Now a 2K lead. Thundra. Good movement, said. Hey, that was a quick Fiendskate. So
that was indeed good stuff from Ramses getting involved. So they get that big kill against no one. Back to the top lane, puts some pressure onto the tier 1.
That lead, I mean, those kills pounded things pretty quickly. They're even just getting free farm. It's just jumped up to 3K in a matter of seconds. I think they also got, what, a D ward? Yeah, Ops ward and a bounty rune right afterwards, too. And now they're also going to get a tower top. So quite a few things that they've been able to claim here on Thundra. A couple of seconds here. Ramses. This is I like what he did here. So we've seen a couple days where the Atos rush comes out from these Underlords, and I'm not a huge fan of it. I like what he did here, though. Vanguard, disassemble, Atos, go back for Crimson. That's nice. Because even though he died top, like getting solo killed, I think the Vanguard allows him to feel more comfortable to play in that top lane for the Leon.
It's difficult to go for Watson to go on him solo.
Yeah. Lane. Doom at the ready. Still no level 6 on Katomi, so no double.
No one. He's going to be able to get the Rolling Thunder off. Ramses is ready to join the fight. The Fiendskate laid down, but 9 class is caught in the river. And Ramses, he won't follow through on this, doesn't want to try and join the fight. Watson's thinking about going over towards him, as he'll take the Fiendskate back over. Now, tell you what, I don't think Ramses necessarily expected that. They might join. They're going to get on top of him immediately. Down to hold back Watson. So the rest of the team didn't want to follow through on it. Back in the mid, White One Thompson had the control to take Fishman down.
White One stopped them. They actually weren't trying. I think they were trying to go, and White One jumps in and just like makes sure that they can't actually join Watson up there. So good bailout, perhaps protecting Ramses a little bit too. That Thundra flank, reacting to the movements very nicely, and also not overreacting. Right? They saw 5 heroes in mid. The Fiendskate was put down, and Ramses like, no, I'm not feeding myself. So far here on the side of Thundra, just a little bit better here than the side of Entity. So far, Entity, it's mostly just been Watson having that really successful time. 9 class, of course, has probably one of the better spells that you can steal besides one of the big ultimates. Shield Crash is stolen by the Rook. This one is absurd. Right now, he can actually... You can survive as a Rubik in dangerous positions, which normally you wouldn't. But he's looking for a smoke up, trying to get some extra levels for their supports, because now they're pretty under-leveled in comparison. 2 level 5s versus a level 8 and 7.
Is in the wrong end of business.
He's going to find Ramsey super low HP. The hook shot coming in, but it's not going to be in time to save Ramses. To kill their Entity Defined.
Fightmon will just burn all his mana really quickly. Owen wants to contest the Wisdom. Fightmon might need help.
Yeah, might have a good chance of this.
Middle tower may need a hand.
No one get around this. He can't. The cogs are too much. So Whitemon able to secure the spot to get the Wisdom pickup.
Not worth the risk. If you jump in on no one, you get hit by 2 cogs or something, and TPs come. You might die, even though it's pretty unlikely. Trying to get some tower damage here. A good kill, but they lose fine onto Ramses. All the meanwhile, though, Pure, absolute free farm, level 11. We haven't looked at this Bristleback pretty much at all this game. Hags is done. He's ready to join.
Dire's middle tower.
Yeah, I mean, both sort of carries at a similar sort of level of farm. How do things sort of match up between a carry Bristol and a carry CK in the overall game?
It's a good question. Probably need to wait until later stages until like Silver Edge for CK, maybe eventually for CK, but he can kill this person.
Okay.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Needs to get the angles on him.
Yeah.
But Bristol can also kill the CK. It kind of goes both ways, I would say. In a vacuum 1v1, obviously, yeah, the CK will be able to reign supreme in most situations, but...
Zone. Ramsey's all 9 class catch a glimpse of him. They will go from the Fishman staying safe in the trees.
Careful. Ramses is getting very close to the first big aura item that does make things very difficult in those big team fights, because not only versus the CK is this Crimson Guard going to be amazing, but there's a Pango on the other side too. Every spell physical. You can actually do pretty decent amount of blocking and stuff like that. I don't know how it all works, but let's see how it does work versus the Pango. It does feel like when they have that Crimson, they could look to move up and stuff like that. I mean, of course, right now they feel pretty comfortable with just farming Thompson, rushing the Meteor Hammer even to farm extra.
Tempted to dive today. Look at the hook shot. Yeah, he's good enough the damage here with the quills and the sticky underneath the tower. Can they get him for one more quills? The Firestorm damage, that'll do it. But Ramses finishes off DM. Pushing for more. Pure, considering diving further. Same to be set for tops and tries to lay down the Remnant, but no one just out of range with the shield crash. Get away. Losing their down close, losing their tower.
Tragic ending.
Gets hit by that Remnant and just dies. Let's try their option with the angle. Again, Fiendskate, I feel like we're seeing this so much. These Underlords, they're quick on it. The numbers just come in, and Anthony try to TP, but it's a slow sequence. They don't want to do that. They'll just feed one by one if they do. They have to be prepared for the moves before they happen if they are going to look to react. A little bit more of just chilling back and farming from Anthony, while Thundra kind of dictating the pace for the most part here. Getting items pretty fast, Owen. Here is very close to a BKB as well.
Can be very tough to take down in the midst of these team fights. Grouping around, pushing with the bristle.
I mean, DM, he is getting closer and closer toward his Shiva's Guard and stuff like that, but overall, like, starting the fights does feel complicated for the side of Anthony, who wants to go in first. While on the side of Thundra, they can kind of just, they have so many different ways to initiate, right? Clockwork can hook shot in, Bristol can just charge in, Thompson can charge in. It definitely looks a little harder. They have the Roll Thunder, and that's about it to start these fights right now. Are smoked up. Maybe looking to get Katomi in a position to get a good Soulbind double doom. Watson does have the Orchid. There's no Dispel, of course, on Thompson, so if he does get it on him, just bring him down. That's it.
Step that.
Thinking about kind of baiting back in.
They're thinking about going in.
Buddies.
With the hook shot, with the drag back, they're going to see if they can burn through Watson. Ramses is also ready to come for the Fiendskate. They get the soul block onto the two of them. What's Buckle as well? Thompson's gone. The turnaround is in place. I mean, with the double kill, they can maybe look for more because they've got the Rolling Thunder bouncing across Ramses. Watson, he's got to reset a little bit. The Black Hole's there for Fishman. He's caught the two of them. Yeah, they'll lose Fishman, but the Black Hole's absolutely worth it. It allows them to take down Ramses. Now they're just kite out Pure. He's put the BKB. He's going to try and get Watson, but Watson, with the TP and the armlet toggle, he gets out of there. Entity, they'll take that fight any day of the week. Thundra, I guess they feel that with their advantage, they could go for that play, diving in with the hook shot and jumping the CK. But Watson surviving, the wraparound coming in, Kataomi, excellent soul bind. It just allows them to turn it around completely and start to shut down some of that lead that Thundra built up.
Great soul bind. Thompson started channeling Meteor Hammer. Oh, weird. I think that was very over ambitious. Like, he did the jump initially, ate the stuff, backs away, then channels. He starts channeling Meteor Hammer. They both get double soul bind, and he gets pulled in on top of CK. So that was a little greedy, I would say, by Thompson trying to go for that there. But an excellent reaction from Entity. They're all prepared. And Pure, that's his BKB show. Doesn't actually get anything out of it. So pretty good. But ult's on cooldown now, so for Entity, definitely slow down a little bit. Let's see if Thundra wants to play fast to take advantage of these cooldowns. Imagine they would.
Looking for the potential angle. Been hit though by Entity. They know that Thundra's coming. Needs to be found. Be able to keep their distance. See. The illusions in the mid, but space and time is being given now for Entity to continue to catch up.
Dire's middle tower is under.
Yeah, they're playing very smart. Everything's on cooldown. You see DMs on the bottom side of the map. Fishman's far left. Everyone's just trying to farm. They have that downtime between their ults. Thundra, I mean, really trying to get this tier 2 mid. Ults, they're going to start coming back up here on the side of Entity. Shiba's is also now gone to help kill threat Crimson Bristle. The one aura coming out from Ramses this time. Maybe because of the Doom and stuff, he's thinking of the others won't be as valuable.
Dire's middle tower is under fire.
In preparation, 20 seconds, total wisdom.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Ramses will have something to say about that.
Dire's middle tower is lost.
He's just going to see him.
Just going to kill him.
Yeah, it's just going to kill him.
With the TPM from Whitemon, not a whole lot really the Fishman can do about this one.
All right, deny it with your Eidolons. Just kidding.
They will at least get their own though on their side of the map. Entity, Thundra, they weren't in a position to go for a steal there.
They do know that Hero's ported. They know at least Whitemon TP to the far left. They know Ramses can join in, probably bottom, if they want to look to make a play. There is a Fiend's Gate, so Thundra can actually bring 5 here.
Good, but he's seen the high ground ward. There's more information. Ramses comes to the ATOS setup. They want to try and fight. The Rolling Thunder's in for no one. They're going to catch him on the stairs. The soul bind as well. No one's kind of stuck to the side. He even considers going through the Fiend's Gate to try and break himself out of that kind of corner that he was trapped in. They'll still kill Whitemon, but now no one could be in trouble. Surrounded here by the 4 of them. Ramses the Doom will now Enso's ready to throw out another pit. Another firestorm down on the Pango. No one's got. They want to try and fight on here. Thundra still with the 4 versus 3. Now the 4 versus 2. As Pure starts to kick out the damage with the quill sprays. They're going to drag back with the remnant from Thompson to set up for Pure to get the triple kill.
Oh, that blows the game open a bit there. Thundra very prepared for the fight. Pure scouts it all out. And did he chooses to go for the fight anyway because they have the double Doom, but it does nothing. It really doesn't. He kills the clockwork, but everybody else just charges right through. Pure evaporating heroes.
Yeah, it was a bit awkward as well because like no one he got in there, and I think maybe if he didn't get trapped on the side, he would have been able to get a couple of more bounces across the 2 of them, and would have given him a better shot. But that awkward spot that you sometimes get trapped in around the edge of the stairs did stop him from being able to bounce back.
Yep. A little unfortunate for him there. And then it's kind of like a 1-by-1 trickle afterwards there, to be honest, Entity. It was like them protecting each other, right? It was the save your buddy syndrome. The Tommy's like, oh god, I need help. So Watson goes in to help them. And then Watson's like, oh god, I need help. So couple sequences of deaths there. They've got Thundra in a very comfortable position. And Roche, it's picking.
Oh, let me go for that,
Just to go for that there.
I guess that's the thing about the drafts as well, Thundra. These 4 heroes around the bristle, they've all got ways to catch and chase, right? So as soon as they start getting a kill or 2 out of the fights, then one of these heroes is going to have the ability to close in and catch anybody that's trying to be on the retreat from Entity.
Yeah, and this time, like, Ramses is the Atos. I always like it on Underlord. The other day, you know, it kind of looked a little weird because he built 0 auras beside it, but this one, it's so good. Playing versus the CK, playing versus the Doom, the extra bit of catching you're saying just helps their team so much. And Thundra, they're playing quick, they're playing the numbers. Playing versus those longer cooldowns of Entity very nicely. Better fights that they've taken so far. Overall, it's been them kind of just dictating pace. Besides that laning phase top where they gave Watson tons of kills, it's for the most part just been them making all those moves.
Really just feel with the
very comfortable
lead that Pure has in farm and it's yet to die. It's going to take a lot of coordination to find a way or some sort of setup to bring this bristle down if you're Entity. Killing Pure in the middle of a team fight at this point seems pretty impossible.
Absolutely, yeah, it definitely does feel difficult. They also have, there's a lot of potential plays that Thundra can also do in, like, to reset fights. Like, let's say there's a Doom, they can actually Fiend's Gate and, like, reset people positioning out of Dooms as well. So they have a lot of different ways to take the fight, while for Entity, taking the fight, they don't have a lot of ways to take it. Like, they need a very ideal double Doom and probably a couple hero Black Hole, while the grouping is taken care of. But a few steps, it feels like, for them to have a successful fight. Now, it's kind of, I kind of was saying that in the beginning of the draft. That's just sometimes when I see it just like Rubik versus this Enigma and stuff, and when the Enigma gets put on the back foot because there's so many counter picks, it just gets hard for the Enigma to ever get a spell off. And just played it. Oh, he played it very nice.
Dire's top tower is not on top of things.
Take these tier 2 towers and pressure on whilst Entity, question of where they're going to pull their resources towards and when they're going to look to try and take the next fight.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
The next fight looks quite complicated.
Radiant's bottom tower.
There's just so many. They have BKB for Watson, so he's protected, but the Doom and the Pango both don't have the easiest ways to protect themselves versus the control now. Thompson's double silences that are going to come out are going to cause big problems. He can just either snipe the supports or he can disrupt the Doom and the Pango from getting their spells off. And we could bottom setting up onto the outpost behind. Okay. They're still getting farm at the least on Watson, but I'm just not really seeing the rest getting too much. And it's just, the matchups that he has just are very difficult. We're saying from the draft. Like you're talking about, not needing to deviate too much. S and Y status resistance is going to be excellent if he does get doomed, but of course versus the other disables, and then AC to deal with the hard physical damage of both the Pango and the CK.
Avoiding the fights for now.
Maybe waiting for Fishman's Blink.
He's close.
Blink on Fishman and BKB, I guess, on the Doom. It would be the 2 next biggest timings with the Axe on the Pango. That would be like a triple timing that they get together. The Breath, they could wait for that. Or they could look to strike before DM's BKB, because that might take too long. And Thundra, they're actually going to hit first. Oh, yeah. They can't wait forever to fight.
They're ready to fight whenever it's Thundra.
Yeah, they are ready.
Whoever they catch, they're going to kill. It's going to be very hard for Entity to set up a fight in return. So,
like that's TPing in.
They're going to be able to jump Fishman first. Be in their best interest to just get everyone else out of here if you're Entity. No one indeed rolling away. Let's got the TP as well. And there it is. Blink out and a TP. Oh, catch him. A good attempt from Whitemon, honestly. Good try there with the hook shot. Had the angle, but didn't quite have the timing. That was pretty close.
That was close. That was very close. And you can see they're very keen to fight at any moment when they do find anybody, especially still at this age, just for 50 seconds. AC is soon around the horizon. Shadowblade is done for Watson to hunt. He wants to get the Bloodthorn, it looks like, first before perhaps going for the Silver Edge. But at some point, it does feel like that Silver Edge would probably be necessary. An uphill battle for Entity, but they have the big ultimates, so there's always the potential, if there's the slip-ups, of course, from Thundra. Same time also, though, you got to be careful with those big ultimates because there's a Rubik. Although 9 classes had honestly a very really quiet game as the Rubik, it's just still the potential of it there.
Very close to this AC on Pure. Level 20 as well.
Yep. That's a good one. That talent is pretty crazy, especially with the Aghanims, of course.
Thompson's top lane. Silence. Pullback. The Phoenix getting laid down. Ramses is ready to head over and join, and Thompson, he's going to be fine. Thompson guards popped by Ramses, and indeed he's able to slide out of there.
That was like, I was looking at Thompson, but he has no Dispel still because he went down the Aghanim. I think he's getting close to that Manta, so he will have it very soon to be able to do so, but he got the bail out of his teammates, so.
It's got to feel pretty rough for NCT. They try and get out and set up for a move. They find Thompson, but they don't even really come close to bringing him down to half HP. They're going to try again. Maybe they can make a move. I think maybe Ramses, I don't know if Ramses has shown yet on the bottom lane. Okay, he's going to show now, and they know that he doesn't have the Fiend's Gate. So they know they can fight into this without the quick presence of the Underlord.
Yeah, there's no TP or Fiend's Gate. So that could be a very good timing for them to go for it. There's no Phantasm, but it's up in 20. But yeah, they got all those timings that we were talking about. No BKB on Doom yet, but they got the blink on the Enigma and the Aghanim.
Oh, they get the high ground smoke into smoke, and they get the jump. They get the rolling thunder onto Pure. They get the solar bind down onto both Pure and Thompson. Pure is out of the BKB though. BKB as well comes out from Watson. They get the Doom drop down onto Thompson, who might bounce the rolling thunder. They'll kill Thompson off. No one. Thompson rewards 9 class. The second kill to be found here. It's Entity. They start the fight off exactly as they'd hoped for, and they're going to be able to finish it in style as well. Stage Whitemon. Shot back over the creep wave, he'll get away, so they won't get another one, but they will definitely take that there. They have to look for these windows of opportunity, make these moves, get the 2 kills, and yeah, just set up in perfect position. As I said, at a time where the Fiend's Gate and the TP wasn't quite back up, so Ramses couldn't be there this time to help out.
Absolutely. Good patience, too. I think I'd have to see the replay again to see exactly how it was, but I think I saw it right. The initial Soulbind went on to an illusion, I believe, and then when the illusion died, it reattached to Thompson, and then the Doom came out as soon as it reattached. So that was actually pretty good patience, if I saw it right.
I think because
they get the kill on Thompson.
Yeah, they laid it down immediately onto Pure, and then it definitely latched onto something afterwards, yeah, not at the same time.
Yeah, it was like an illusion, and then something happened to the illusion, I think, and then Thompson jumped in and caught him, and then they actually get the successful Doom. So, I mean, great positioning from Entity that time around. Thundra got caught off guard. Pure, of course, survives, takes right through it with his SNY, but at least some kills. Now for Thundra, they have some downtime. They have 50 seconds where they can look to strike back, take over the map. And Entity, a little bit of split up. That's fun going.
And I pretty much have the Bloodthorn done for the next fight. And as you said, well, you would imagine Watson will just go back for the Silver Edge next. Or is there something else that he feels he needs to get as a CK rather than just going all in on this anti-Bristleback build?
Either AC or...
Oh, check the replay again. Okay. There you go.
Let me see.
No, I think he just got him straight away.
It was just Thompson.
It got Thompson.
Okay,
he
sorry
popped
about
the Manta, but he's still linked up with him.
Yeah.
But
okay,
either way,
I thought because he was inside his illusion. It looked like it caught the illusion at first. Sorry about that. Thank you for the replay.
Astral Step will be enough to find any further lockdown. Whitemon's going to try to get back in on this. Jump on the counter, only for once it's here to back him up. They just turn into lead Whitemon, and now with the Soulbind down on the 2 of them, they're going to be able to completely destroy Ramses. They get the Doom jump down onto Pure. Pure puts the BKB, but once he drags him back in, he pretty much traps him. He's going to be able to clear out one of the illusions to try and break away, but Fishman, he's in with the black hole. He's going to be able to drag Pure back. He gets caught once more by the rift from Watson. They take the 4 heroes out, and indeed Entity continue to come in with some fantastic moves now, taking away that lead that Thundra have had. And both times it has been Thundra sort of starting the fight. Obviously the first time a bit inadvertently with the smoke into the high ground, but that time, I mean, Whitemon, he was going in. He wanted to try and make something happen out of that. This is definitely not what he was signing up for, though. 4 of his team's dead.
doing? Watson is literally rank 1 godding moding right now. It's pretty ridiculous what he's doing, because that was almost all him. Yeah, they got some follow-up and stuff with the Doom and the Black Hole, but that was him starting to fight and forced a reaction. Then Whitemon goes in, it's Watson who surrounds him, insta-kills him. This is unbelievable. This is a really, really good performance from Watson in a difficult scenario where he's clutching it up.
Oh, yes, and with that sort of team fight, Bruce Wicks is going to be very close to the next time, which indeed will be the Silver Age. So we saw how he was able to deal with the Bristleback just then. When he got the Silver Edge, it's going to be even easier. There's quick smoke from Thundra coming out. They want to try and contest this Roshan. They don't have Pure for 20 seconds. Trying to scout it, get the steal maybe as Ramsey heads in, but Watson will get the kill and he'll get the ages. And now he's ready to fight. Turns towards Whitemon. Whitemon's gone. They're dragged back. Ramsey's in. Ramsey's kind of stuck in the pit very awkwardly. Fishman will fall. Thompson jumps to backlines. He's able to take out the 2 supports. But with Ramsey's gone, Thompson's now completely on his own and no one's got a fantastic angle. Keep him trapped here as the Pango with the bouncers and the silence. Triple kill for no one. This game has flipped in completely on his head, really, in the last 5 minutes, as it's now Entity with a 4K lead and the advantage.
Back-to-back sequences of just perfect preparation from Entity. Top being on the high ground, getting the jump, swinging to bottom, just excellent calls. Whoever's making the shot calling right there, perfect ones. And no one, we see I think he like insta-killed. I didn't actually see Nightclass even jump into the fight. I think he just died almost instantly for the Tango's control and damage. Now, Tango has the AC, so Seiko doesn't have to go for it. He can go either Silver Edge or Heart. Super good fight. I couldn't ask for more. I couldn't ask for at a better time as well.
Now we'll check this replay out once again. They really wanted to get over to try and stop them from getting the rush, but they just couldn't quite get the hit in time. And yeah, as soon as Watson's able to BKB and fight back, especially the fact that they took the risk of trying to go for this, obviously, when Pure wasn't up. I mean, obviously they needed to if they wanted to try and interrupt the rush, but that's always going to be a difficult move to make. You're making this play without your highest net worth hero.
Entity's going again, too. They've got every spell pretty much just non-stop up now. They're winning these last 2 fights.
Class. Try and get DM on high ground. Won't succeed, DM. But a bounce away there with the Ogre Seal Totem. He's going to be perfectly fine.
Bottom tower has a nasty situation.
Huge stuff. Greaves finished up. They finished up what? It looks like 2-3 items kind of in sequence now onto multiple different heroes after those last 2 big fight wins. Thundra, their growth has completely stagnated. No growth onto Thompson. He's had the Manta, but dies back-to-back twice. Same thing. Pure, I guess, has had some growth, but Ramsey's as well. Now has Zagadim's finished, but it's taken, I think, an extra 5 minutes, like you said. Those last, like, 5-6 minutes from Entity, but now in a comfortable spot.
Stuff. And, yeah, as you mentioned, yeah, Watson, with how well that fight went, he's just going to forego the Shadowblade upgrade and Silver Edge for now, and indeed just get this heart out, which is going to be there. And pretty much in just under 100 gold, so he should be able to send that out for the next play. And at that point, we've already seen just how freely he's able to just put the BKB and dish out a hell of a lot of damage. When he's got the heart, it's just going to take too long, really, for Pure to stand his ground and you know, build up the quill sprays, build up the nasal food to try and threaten the CK. You know, Watson, whilst that's happening, with as much HP as he's he's going to be able to stand there and just keep attacking back, healing up with the Chaos Strike. And in a situation where he's got at least one, you know, +1 or +2 around him, CK's now at the point where he's not going to die.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they do take down Watson. And I like the Heart build is interesting because even though he's versus Firestorm, which is percent-based damage and everything, sometimes you can feel bad. There's too much, right? They're not all going to be stacked up with illusions and everything, too, so do quite a lot of work.
I see the gradient.
Tower gone, potentially. They've got the fortification. So we're going to see any attempt of a defense here from Thundra. They've got to think long and hard about what they want to do for their next move. The last few have cost them pretty heavily.
Yeah, I want to say overall for them, they need Nightclass to have a, you know, they had this good sequence for the first like 20, 25, 30 minutes or so. They need Nightclass, I feel, to actually be in better position to get some of these steals. I feel like he hasn't gotten anything this game. He always is getting jumped. I mean, you can blame him, but you can also just give the commends to no one. I think no one's gotten on top of this Rubik 3 times in a row, or 4 times in a row, just kills him in one single shield crash combo. Now needing to reestablish things around Pure as Entity is game over themselves. Bring the back-to-back team fights. And Octarine's now done for DM, so there's kind of no fights where Doom is not going to be up anymore. It's always going to be ready. Lincoln's, I believe you said, right up to Pure, so he does have that protection, but his allies do not.
no one with the rolling thunder bounce gets the high ground. Fishman jumping in. Immediately get interrupted there by Nightclass with the telekinesis. Turn for Ramses, he's gone. And there's going to be a little bit of a chance for no one to escape. Let's get caught obviously by the Stolen Doom that Nightclass was able to drop down. You're now looking for the cleanup. Turns over towards Cats only. Watson, he found the target. Gets the drag back over towards Watson.
Damage.
And he's in so much trouble, Thompson. That's a dead a second time in the fight. And finally be able to keep the CK out of the action with the triple kill cleanup for Pure. They get this cleanup. It's an expensive one because they did need to both use the Whitemon and Thompson buyback. But Pure does manage to come out on top. And now, you look at the buyback situation, funnily enough, for Entity. Their 3 cores don't have buyback from. 3 cores, they're dead for a whole minute.
Hey, Nightclass, there's a couple of fights that he did get this. He got the Doom again. He got it onto no one. He ends up killing him. Pure had it. He just hit 25 before the fight, right? We did point that out. He had 700 damage. He was just ripping heroes apart. He did 7,000 damage.
He pushes
He can get the racks.
with this AC. I mean, they're going to realize soon that these buybacks, they're just not available. They don't have the money on DM, no one, or on Watson. But this mid-racks is gone. I mean, if they wanted to go for a second one, they can. They've got the time.
What an interesting fight that one all was. And Pure just was kind of ignored. Yeah, he got doomed, but afterwards he just ran in. He might be able to get 2. He's gonna be close to the cliff. All right, Doom's back up. He'll back up.
Yeah, that'll be enough to force them back, but a lot got from that. And yeah, in a very interesting manner as well. Not often when you see a fight where the mid, Thompson in this case, dies back, but it works out as a whole for the team. They get themselves a set of barracks from it. As all that matters at the end of the day is as long as Pure survives and cleans up, he can get this push going on his own. Takes a full set of barracks and forces out the fortification.
I mean, we had a moment bottom, that whole bottom situation where it was a Watson, rank 1 god kind of thing. And now Pure busts it out himself. Just an unbelievable kind of team fight from him to just walk down everybody as even we go. These fights are all execution based. That's kind of how it feels like the whole game is going to be dictated with the scaling. It's nothing strong from the Bristle.
The river.
Nightclass again.
Nightclass has been found, and of course
the gem he just gave up.
There is a bit of a window where it's a bit spooky for Thundra, despite taking the racks. Obviously, they've got the situation now where Thompson's buyback's still going to be on cooldown, and Pure, sure, he is massive, but he has spent up, did go for the full Satanic. So if there is a way that they do find a chance to bring it down in the next couple of minutes or so, there could be a chance for Entity to strike back with a high ground push themselves.
Absolutely. I mean, Pure, he bought what? He ate his Aghanims and got the full Satanic, so he's pretty close to being 6-slotted. Or whatever, 8-slotted, whatever it is nowadays, but he's still very strong. I mean, this 25 talent does make it possible for him to be able to take these 1v5 fights, but
they're making this move up towards the top. As I say, Pure, he is massive. He does not have buyback gold.
I mean, he cannot 1v5.
If they kill him,
allies around him,
it could be pretty huge. He's going to try for the TP. But they're ready. With the stun. They've got the damage. I mean, Whitemon's going to come over and try to help out, but indeed the damage is easily there from Entity. Look at the drag back onto Whitemon. He's trying to escape it with the Ghost Form from the Ghost Scepter. The jetpack as well, but he is gone. Both heroes gone without buyback. The big one, as I mentioned, no Pure now for 90 seconds because of that shopping spree he went on.
How long for Roche? It's 90 seconds. A bit fortunate there for the side of Thundra, but Entity, at least Watson's going to go hunt. Ramses, he shows us
what he can catch. And on top of them with the rolling thunder, Watson. Just will get caught by the pit. Doesn't matter. Still gets him with the rift. The chain locked down. And indeed, Ramsey's also out. And again, quite like Pure, also short of the money to return to action.
Rage going. 5 heroes alive. Spells at the ready.
They might get a
should be able to get
themselves.
Yeah, should be able to get the racks. They've also now got 2 level 25s. CK and Tango. They've got a banner.
Radiant has reinforced this.
Huge. You just go tier 4s if you're Entity.
I mean,
I think you might just go tier 4s.
Do you think you've got time? They're going for it.
You might.
I mean,
I think you might have time.
They're going to see that he ate the axe and bought Satanic. They know that he is. There's no way that he's got buyback gold.
I think they can end it. It's going to be close.
Oh. I mean, they've got this. They've got it.
They can do it.
They've got it. We've seen a few games like this. You've got to be careful with the money you spend, because sometimes you can't buy back. So GG is called. Entity will close up this game 1.
Well, Holy crap. And I have to give so many comments to Watson. What an absolute monster this game. From start to finish. Laning phase, he's 4 of the early kills that he has for his team on the CK. Into